Hello and welcome back to Mine Mogul. In the last episode, I removed all the stuff in this cave to get rid of all the resources that were lying on the ground. It was a holy mess. I added more new conveyor belts. Currently, all my autominers are turned off. I added more conveyor belts to have all the resources being sorted over here and then being turned into ingot, copper in the middle, and iron on the side. And then all the resources are supposed to go over here in this cave. They're probably on the ground here now, yes. And here they're supposed to merge with the resources from this cave, with this autominer up there, the lone one. And then they're supposed to go down here, where they merge with these resources, be sorted again. And then they merge with the resources here or somewhere. They then turned into ingots, go back, this is the idea at least, obviously they don't yet. Then they go back here, and then I can have the ingots split into the resource that I need, or into equal amounts for the resource that I need, so I can get the ingots, plates, rods, and pipes for the quest and actually finish this game. So let me get started on the current project by completely misplacing this item here. So this all can go. What I want is I don't need this packaging machine anymore because the packages, they're just too large to be transported reliably. So this way too often doesn't work, so I'm going to do this a bit differently here later as well. But for now, let me rearrange this stuff down here because as far as I remember, this autominer and this autominer, they both produce copper. This one is just coal, so I can have copper from these two turned into ingots and then be placed on this belt, and then this can go up here and then be merged with the stuff over there because it's also ingots, copper, and gems. So that's perfect. I unlocked the chutes in the last episode, but don't need these right now. What I need is these two autominers to be connected like this, and then I need this stuff to be merged with the stuff on this belt here. Why they just say just gems? That is because stuff from here is sorted. Where can I place? Oh, I can actually place the ore crusher. I can't place the ore crusher here, but I'm not entirely certain. No, I can place. Oh, wait, I do have scaffolding. No, I can't place scaffolding here. Place it here, but it's not helping. Not helping either. I guess this works. The idea is good, but it doesn't work that way. Yeah, I can just use a corner piece here, corner piece here, and two forwards here, and then I can use a ledge here as well. This time it's a bit more than just gems, but just one autominer should be fine. Stuff drops in here. This is of course wrong. This needs to be a sorting machine, like so. I don't really like this, but I think it will work. Cool. Maybe I go one tile further over because I don't know if stuff gets stuck there if it's too close. It looks a lot like it would. Shut up, Mick. Okay, so this is much better. Now I can sort copper. There was a copper piece here a second ago. So there's three. Go in here. Crush one of them. This goes in here. I had in the beginning when I misplaced this one, so always wrong. So in the beginning I had this solder lid and I misplaced it, so let's get rid of it so it doesn't happen again. That's perfect. Then we do a blast furnace, and the blast furnace drops on this belt, and I'm not sure if I should polish the ingots that are coming from here, because all the other ingots should actually be polished. So I can go, no, but I can go up here. So I go here, this should save me the most space. I'm not sure if I like this, because I don't really need space. So this can all go. And now all I have to do is find a spot where I can place this polishing machine, and then have stuff sorted out here, turn, and be thrown on this belt again, and then we have polished copper ingot. No idea where these come from. There's one slack ingot, I don't really like that. I'm not going to do anything with these now, but I can park them here for now. And what I actually want to do is I want to connect all this stuff here. There's also more resources. Good. And now I want all these resources to merge, and I probably will upgrade because there's a lot of resources coming from the left side. Upgrade these to the walled ones here, like this. No idea where all this stuff comes from. There's also one gold plate in here. Don't really like this because gold plates are so annoying. And I try to move on a belt. Is there another gold plate here? No, so give me this. And I just throw in this. Does this work? Yeah. Goodbye, gold plate. Okay, to stay one tile away from this, I need to go up here. Because there's this miner. This miner's just one, so we are fine by with using just the normal conveyors. And then we can use a chute here. Give me 2 more of these. And a top chute. 1, 2. Stuff should not miss when it falls down here, actually. I could use bottom chute. I think that's the right one. Not sure if this might actually be a problem because of all the resources that are on this belt at some point. We will find out, though. Okay, let's go over here. So from here, we have a lot of ingots that are coming up here, and they should go back to the left. So I want these two, I want some of these, and I want to go up. This is actually, that's not good. Let me change this whole layout. We don't actually need the roller converters here. Didn't use them for whatever reason. I can use the normal ones. I can use the normal ones. I just need to go into the right direction, and then we can go up here. And this should be copper ingot and coal, and that's about it. I'm going to upgrade to the ones too. And the reason for this is simple, because stuff will be coming from over here. And these resources from here should merge. Not sure if this is the correct height. Looks like it though. This here needs to merge here. I think this should not be too big of a deal because there's not many resources coming. This is the problem though. One of these. I want walled conveyors. A lot. And I need a machine. Vertical bolts. No, I need 2 of these actually. Okay. So. Well, I'm not high enough actually. That's fine. Okay. So stuff goes here, and I hope that nothing falls over here because I also have to somehow funnel it back. I'm not sure yet how I would do this. Anyway, so here's some resources. Here's some more resources. That's perfect. Let's see. I will have all the resources here drop down into this. This should only be some iron ore, and the rest should all be ingots, like iron and copper ingots. The iron ingots, they can go in this direction. The copper ingots, they can also go in this direction, but the other way around, like this. In corners here. So this would be iron and copper, or the other way around, and all the other stuff, which would be coal and iron ore. This stuff can merge with this belt up here, and then I just hope that stuff doesn't fall over anymore, because else... I just removed it. We'll see if this works or not. I also would have to restore the stuff that I just removed. Maybe I keep this so that I can see if there's too much stuff. However, I want to merge with this here, I guess. I'm not sure if I can, though. I'm not sure if this is smart. Maybe it's smarter to merge here. Yeah, I think it's smarter. Might be smarter to merge here. Because this is a bit higher, and if stuff would fall over here, then it just does like one turn, comes back. Going to restructure some of the stuff, but for now it's fine. It is fine for now. So, okay, this needs to go down here, this needs to go down here. Then we have one here, one corner in this direction, and we have this piece in the middle. Here, we do actually have a lot of iron ore that's being processed, but the iron ore that's being processed here is supposed to go back, which might sound kind of weird. Okay, I'm going to remove this stuff now because I need to plan this out. Not sure where all these resources came from. Yes, this can all go. There's some more resources here, more stuff here, more stuff here. I think all of this is fine. I actually like that I have these 2 ingots. This should work. And then iron ore. That's yeah. This happens if you have too many resources. So we do get iron here, and I would actually thinking about this. So I learned some stuff. Thing is, if I would use the vertical bulk sorter, I would use the vertical bulk sorter on this level. I can have the ore crusher be placed directly under it, and then nothing can fall in there. So what I need now is to have all these resources be merged here, maybe. Oh, don't need this stuff anymore. Maybe I can just do it like this. Merge this stuff on this direction. This can just be here. Okay. This is the corner piece, but the wrong one. That's the ledge. That's scaffolding. That's the corner. Let's just hope that this is not too much stuff, but it actually might be. We'll find out, because there's a lot of coal coming from here as well. So we go up here, and then we merge with the stuff that comes from over there. And then we do it like this. And I'm missing the vertical bulk sorter by one tile, but that's fine. So that's perfect. Have stuff drop in there, have stuff crush. This one can just go in this direction. This one can go in this direction. Resources go up here, resources go up here. Resources turn, and then they are actually already crushed when they go back to the improved gold factory. So this should work just fine. And over here we can go. Yeah, this is actually perfect. Which one is this? So this is actually not perfect, but almost perfect. I have these here. I have these here. Then I can produce iron ingots and store them on this belt, and then I should be fine. So there's some gold here. Should be fine though. Okay, I need one of these blast furnaces. So I want to have a merging thingy here. I want to have a sorting machine here. I want to have a polishing machine. Maybe like this. I want one of these here. And then all I need here is a blast furnace. And I think that one blast furnace should be enough for all the resources that are coming here, because it's just the resource from up there, and it's just the resource from this one autominer, and the rest should not be on this belt. If it is, I can add another autominer here. I'm fairly certain that this will work. If this one autominer starts to struggle, so I also don't need to worry too much about the walled conveyors. Weird. Like this, and then if it's slack, it goes over here. If it's the right one, it's polished, and then it goes in this direction. Yeah, that's right. Gold goes in this direction. Iron goes here. Do I have some crushed iron? Yes, there it is. It would mostly be gems on here, and there would of course be all the coal in here, and I probably should have a chute here. Do I have another chute? I don't think so. Maybe we do it like this, and then I don't have to worry about stuff missing the belt. Maybe one extra, so clear. I need to go up here anyways, because I want to use another of the bulk sorters, but this time we're not crushing anything, so we can do it like this. Just one tile over. Stuff goes up. Great, stuff goes up even higher, and then we do vertical bulk sorter like this. Gems go to this side here, and then are being polished. And maybe the gold ingots as well. I'm not entirely certain if they're polished or not, but that's fine. They can just go over here then, and then they can merge. And they can later be dropped on their own belt with the coal, because I will have a lot of coal, at least in the beginning. Everything that is slack falls over here, and I can have the gold ingots go there as well, and then sort the gold ingots to the side later. So that's fine. On this belt as well, we do have coal and crushed coal. And this stuff should go into one of these washing tables. And then it should just go back. It should go back here. This is already high enough. Corner. One of these thingies. Nope. One of these thingies. And then this should go here. Because now, as long as I need coal, the coal can go in this direction. If I stop needing coal, the coal can go over here, can be washed. Maybe become rubies. They go back, they are being sorted again. Crushed coal goes here, rubies go here, and anything that's like completely different stays in the middle lane. Like all the slack stuff, all the broken drill bits, things like that can all stay in the middle. This belt is clear. This needs to be somewhat rearranged. Yeah, so I want, in the very beginning, one of these splitters here. One of these. And then I had one splitter here and here. No, I didn't. But I guess this would work. Can I? I can stay a bit closer here. Places here, places here. Okay, so that's all gold. And then we do it as we planned at the beginning, not like this though. We go a bit further forward, then we turn once, and we turn here, and then we do just just the 180 with these resources. I'm not sure if I can place a blast furnace here. Probably not. Don't like this. Can avoid it though. Okay, let's see how I can divide these resources using these or overflow splitters that didn't work before. So let's have this one here, have this one here, have one here, and then the problem is that I need to have the resources go around here. So I need to go a bit further, but there should be enough space here, and there should be enough space here. And actually, if I go a bit higher, I can go higher. That's not a big deal. Just need to have one more legend here. And what I can do then, I can actually have the resources drop down here, go on this direction. These resources drop here. These resources go here. And these resources. Ah, no, this doesn't work. It doesn't work, but it will work. And it will work just fine. So this doesn't work because it's walled, but I can just use like a not walled one. No, I can't. But I can use a corner, it doesn't matter. Corner piece, corner piece, corner piece. Is this what I want? I guess it is. Only problem is that it's a bit higher now. Do I care? No, I just do that. Okay, so I have a lot of ingots here now. They are on this belt. And then I would sort them. Would be polished. Do I not have a polishing machine anymore? Okay. Oh yeah, that's important though. So because this belt here, so this belt here should have gems, and once they're polished, they can be merged with this again. So this is actually not a big deal. Gold ingots go up here, and anything else goes over here, and then it's merged with the resource on this belt, because it doesn't really matter. So this is coal, and this can go into the chute, and this is gems and polished gems and stuff, and this can go into the chute. Should not be too many ingots. I can have them go up here, I can have them go over there. They should be polished, so it doesn't really matter, right? Yeah, they are polished. Do it like this, and then we sort them again, as I was planning actually. If there's any slack on this belt, yeah, that's perfect. If there's any slack on this belt, the slack can be dropped here. I could have the slack added here, and then it would go an entire turn around just to be added here, so that's perfect. So if there's any slack for whatever reason, then it is being discarded here already, so that's good. And then we need a polishing machine wherever it can go. No, yes, go here. And then we do have 4 conveyor belts that need to go up there. And I need a lot more conveyors now. Okay, I have a lot more conveyors now. Probably still not enough. 200 might actually be enough. I have 4 resources that should go up there. I'm going to stack these resources like this, and I'm not entirely certain if I can still walk on these. Looks like I can. Can I add? I can't. That's a problem. That's a problem. That works. This doesn't. So I have to go here. Can I be on top of this one? Yes, I can. Okay, so I have like a quadruple of conveyor belts go up there. It looks kind of messy, but it is not. I kind of need to make sure that I connect these over here. So this is one of them. I'm not entirely certain which one it is. I guess this is the copper. And we have iron here, like iron ingots. They go on this belt. So, and then I have coal here, coal and slag resources. And then we have gold from here. So maybe be on top of this belt. And then it turns, and these are gold ingots. Stuff that comes from here is mostly slag, and in the beginning it's coal, and it's also the gems, so that's also important. And all these resources, except for this dumb plate here. Jesus Christ, I hate these plates. There's number one. More plates I want to be. No. So these plates, they are going away. But more stuff. All these resources I need to throw on this belt later, but I'm not sure how to do this yet effectively so that it doesn't clog up my stuff, but we'll see. Anyways, this is perfect now. 4 resources go up here. I can still probably walk on this one, I guess. Yes, I can walk up here easily, almost. Actually, this works. It can be done like this. Okay. And now the idea is to have these resources go down. Coal can go into the chute directly, coal and slag. Gold needs to go down and be turned into the things that I need for the quest. Gold ingots, plates, and rods. And the other 2 resources into plates, rods, and pipes. And that means I need to divide them by 5 and make 5 different stacks of resources. But I'm fairly certain that there is enough space here to do that. Before I do this, I have something else to do, and that is changing this conveyor belt from giving me rods to give me just ingots like the others. So let me quickly remove this polishing machine because I don't really want it here. Also don't need the walled conveyors anymore. Just fine. So this is the thing I want to remove. That's the rod extruder. This all can stay. And then I want to do what I did before, and that is sorting. We have a sorting machine? Yeah, sorting machines. So I sort here the ingots that I need, and then I put them on this belt. It's a bit in my way, but I think we're fine. Iron and copper ingots, they are sorted here, then they are polished, and then they are put back on this belt here. Slag gets put back here. I don't know if the slag would be a problem, but let's remove it. And then I need to connect this here again. And then I need to do one last thing, and that is to put ingots in here. So I got a iron ingot here. So I got an iron ingot in here. I need a copper ingot, but I don't have enough copper to make one ingot. Do I know? Is there any copper on the ground here? No. So let me quickly turn on this machine. Turn this one off again. Give me those. Throw them here. Here we go. This should be 1 ingot exactly. And then we take this new ingot, put it in here, and now the ingots are polished, no longer turned into rods. And I have one more thing to do I just thought about, and that is the sorting machines. They are not set up correctly, so this machine's not set up. I'm not entirely certain if this one down here is set up. It's actually good. This one has a lid, so let me get more lids. Give me, I don't know, 20, 21 of these. Okay, and now I'm going to use these on the sorting machines, if there is the resources in that should be in there. If the sorting machines are set up correctly. So I no longer take stuff out, and so I see on first glance that they're set up correctly. So down there we have copper and crushed copper that should be sorted here, but that's already being done. This one needs a copper ingot, and I'm fairly certain that I have copper ingots here. Yes. Give me one of these. And then we put a lid on top, and then we toggle. Toggle. Okay, this one needs to be iron ingot. These both are set up correctly, so let's put lids on top. Can't put a lid here, okay, that's kind of annoying. Okay, we'll leave this one open. Kind of annoying, but yeah, obviously. This one needs 1 iron ingot. These 2 are set up correctly. This one has no gems, so that's good to know. Gems and gold ingot. This one needs a gold ingot as well. And this one also needs a gold ingot. And I just noticed something when I was editing the footage of today's episode. That is that this machine clips into this belt, and I'm not sure if it makes a difference, but at the copper I made quite a big deal out of this, and then set up this extra arm here. So let's do this here as well. I also already thought about this, so let's remove some stuff here. Gave me the polishing machine and the sorting machine. The sorting machine sorts out the gems drop on this belt. Gold ingots over here, and then they merged with this belt, and the resource here needs to cross this one, turn here of course, and be moved up here. I actually thought it was higher. So this is, yeah, this is perfect. Also less of a detour here. I'm going to keep this, because this is going to sort out slag, so that's good. I don't need this anymore. Okay, let's go back. So I had gold ingots that need to be in here, and I need to have a lid on this. Toggle. These are fine. This one needs to have gold ingots and only gold ingots, no gems. So toggle. And I said I need 1 iron ingot. Toggle. Okay. I think we should be fine. Our resources are sorted here. Resources go up here. They're sorted. Once they're sorted again, gems are currently on the slack belt. Maybe I want to do this a bit differently for now, because I'm currently wondering where I should add these resources on this belt, and I think there's some copper ore here, and there's some copper. There's a copper plate. Can I crush a copper plate? Yeah. So because actually all the resources need to be added here, because then they are sorted. Copper is sorted. Copper ingots are sorted. All the other ingots are sorted. Also, all the other ores are sorted. Coal is sorted at some point, and slag just returned. So what I want to do is I want to take all these resources here, put them on a belt here, and then add them down there, but slowly. So let me quickly set up a machine that can do this. Doesn't need to be a pretty machine. It just needs to do a job. You put a sorting machine here. The sorting machine, this only job of the sorting machine is to slow down resources so that the belt doesn't get overwhelmed. We merge here like this. Okay, now I can throw stuff on here. Stuff gets slowed down. It doesn't get sorted, but that's fine. Stuff slows down, falls down here, and then it gets turned into all the products that I want. Okay, I just made one minor mistake when I was setting up this sorting machine here. So this currently sorts out gold, which means gold is turned to the side and dropped on the slag/coal belt. I thought correctly, I think. I just set this up incorrectly. So polishing machine needs to be here. This both can go, but not this ingot. And then I need another corner piece here, which is also correct. And the sorting machine, it was in the correct space. It was just rotated incorrectly. So this needs to be the sorting machine, and the sorting machine needs to sort gold. This was also correct. However, it needs to sort gold to this side and let everything else pass through. So this is a much better solution anyways, because this means that if there was any slack on this belt, for whatever reason, for example, if there's too much coal here and it drops over onto this belt, if there was too much slack here, if there was any slack here, then this would get jammed. Okay, annoying, but whatever. But then the slack would not end up on the gold ingot belt, where it's absolutely not supposed to be. So this is a much better solution. However, I'm going to end this episode for now. If you enjoyed it, like the video and subscribe to the channel. And if you didn't, complain about me in the comment section.